Today, I want to talk about the new earth or the new universe from my perspective. A lot of people talk about it and written books about it, talk about the flowering of consciousness and how things are going to change. But I haven't really heard of anyone explaining how or what does that look like. So today I'm going to show you what I've been able to do and see, and I'm always open to hearing others' perspectives as well. So I write, or I used to. Now I'm really busy and I don't have a lot of time, but I used to write in a lot of journals the downloads and the information that I was receiving because I was processing it for one, because as a mortal or a mortal mind, it's a little overwhelming to process immortal thoughts or deal with immortal thought or immortal emotions. It's can be very overwhelming at times. So anyway, one of the things that I wrote a long time ago, and this has been years of work for me, was my mission. I came here to dismantle the old system, the old way, starting at the top and working my way down to the bottom, which is the ethereal plane, which is where it all started. It all started way before the material plane was created. It all started with the two entities that created the universe in their mind. So their delusion within their own minds, this could be called the superconscious mind or subconscious mind, but it's way deep and it all started there. I am almost there. I will prove that this is an illusion of a sick mind and show others the way out of the old hell loop. My goal is to set this universe free, to get us off of the vicious cycle of predator victim. I'm going to show you how I envisioned it, and I was able to go back into the original minds of those original creators and start to undo some of it. So this is what it looked like to me. And I have done videos where I showed you how the universe was shown to me by God, how it was created. This is what the universe is or used to look like. There's God, the two creators, the left and the right hand of God, the firstborns, and then you have the angelic realm, and then you have the souls, and then you have the mortals and the material. So what happened is that the masculine energy wanted to be God. It didn't want to just create on its own. It wanted to be God itself. Well, its perspective of God was to take from everything, to be everything. From the feminine's perspective, God is everything. You are already God. God flows through you. So these are two polarized perspectives, and therefore that intense polarization caused massive friction. And then the masculine wanted to be the feminine, which we see today in the earthly realm where men want to be women, and which is more predominant than women wanting to be men. But that also is there as well. Because when you entangle the energies like this, there's confusion, there's delusion. It's, who am I? Well, am I you or am I me? Or am I both? How is that possible? How can I be a sovereign being and be myself if you are attached to me? And therefore the universe just kept attaching and attaching and attaching and attaching. This is why I do not agree with connecting with each other. And I mean that from a place of, if you're not whole within self already, all you're doing is connecting to other fragments, and therefore you're taking on their problems. And if you're not skilled in energy and manipulating it and transmuting it and healing it, then you get wrapped up in the illusion. And that's what it looked like to me. The universe looked like a convoluted mess, like a ball of yarn. The belief systems had been so embedded, had been so concrete in those minds that they were not willing to budge. And we see that also in the United States with the right and left, the two-party system. The problem with a two-party system that God realized, that we're realizing, is that, well, what if one of them goes completely rogue? Then you're screwed. You have no other choice. Well, then what if one of the other one becomes toxic as well? Now you have two toxic entities running the universe who have now cut off access, direct access to source. And that's exactly what happened. That's why we don't see people levitating or manifesting instantly or walking on water or walking through walls or time space jumping, right? Or manipulating their reality or the matrix. It's because it wasn't set up that way. And that's unfortunate. And it wasn't the intention of God. And that's not what God foresaw. So here we go on a new pathway. We are ship sailed. We're about ready to go. And I'm so excited because this has been a long, hard road. This has been a lot of work, not only in the physical, but the metaphysical level, dealing with energies and entities that were not very kind to me. But in essence, were exactly what I needed, and that was part of my mission anyway. But anyway, let's move forward because I do see where we are going as a universe. And this is where I don't think a lot of people will go to because I don't think they know, but I think I do. So what did I do? As a feminine, as the feminine, if I can go back into the mind of the original feminine creator, I decided to unplug from the system. I decided, well, once I unraveled that whole mess, and that took me years, many, many years to do that because I had to unravel my own belief systems as a human, but I also had to unravel the belief systems of my highest or greatest self, this original mind. And imagine the belief systems that this mind had and what this mind believed, or this mind. Like these have been embedded for eons, for cycles beyond cycles beyond cycles. This was a definite undertaking, a definite difficult task, but we're almost there. Because now I've ejected myself out of the matrix, now that I've untangled the ball of yarn, and aligned everyone and everything back to source, getting it ready to elevate and go back to and connect directly to source. Now we're going to start seeing a massive flowering of consciousness because the divine masculine and the divine feminine are getting very close to unification. Unification in wholeness as a masculine and a feminine energy. So what does the future universe look like? It's not God as a massive source system, because God doesn't want to be a massive source system. It doesn't want to be the big power plant. It wants to be in everything. It wants to explore the void. It wants to grow and expand. It doesn't want stagnation. So God will minimize itself. It will look more like a flower, the universe, and you'll see all the different energies or entities, which is you and me and others, that have or can reach those levels, connect directly back into source, be source, create from source perspective, and be able to go out into the void. This is the void. And it goes beyond the material plane. They'll be able to go out and create in their own realities, their own universe, not a universe, multi-universe. So the next level that we are going to see in the generations to come, especially the younger kids, which I'm super excited for because they are going to grow up levitating. They're going to grow up knowing I can do whatever I want as long as I am not harming myself or another, then I can manifest my reality. in any which way I want, because I remember I am source. So the masculine and the feminine are coming back together into their divinity to remember that they are source and that they are divine. And once they unify, it resets the whole universe. And then from there, others will elevate into their creator energies. I'm so excited. We'll be free. People will be free to create their own way, their own little universes, and work together. It's really like the multiverse in the movie Doctor Strange, where we all get to create our own little world. That's why these kids are playing these video games, because it's preparing their minds for what's about to happen, because it's gonna happen. It's only a matter of time, even if time existed, but it doesn't, but it does here in this material earthly plane. But anyway, so that's what's coming. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to finally get towards the end of a long journey. And I hope and I pray, and I'm looking forward to those of you that will take this message and it will ring true to you, because that means you're going to make it. And I hate to say it, but there are going to be energies that are just not going to be ready. They're not going to be prepared, and that's okay, because God will bring that energy back within itself, and it will go back out another time when it's ready. So anyway, I'm happy to answer any questions, hear your insights, and have a great day.